Hey, what's going on? My name is Jack Lane. Welcome back to a brand new video here at the channel. I thought I'd cover this because I'm a huge SWAT fan. Just finished season 7 and looking forward to season 8. You know, the season that wasn't supposed to happen. I guess season 7 wasn't as well, but it did. But we've got an update from the showrunner, and I love this. I I love SWAT. SWAT's one of my favorite shows on at the moment. Um, There's a couple of favourite shows I have on at the moment. I've been watching SWAT for about 4 years now. Jumped on around about season 4. Of course, watched 1 to 4, then continued on. I was annoyed when it got cancelled at season 6. Then when they gave it season 7 final season, I was like, at least they get to send the show off in a good way. And then they did the surprise uncancellation of the show, and we got a season 8 coming. And it seems like season 9 will also be coming because this isn't being called the final season. So we know we're at least 2 more seasons to go, with 8 and 9 being them seasons. Just want to point that one out. So let's just jump straight into the article. As the SWAT showrunner says, departed fan favourite couple are due for an on-screen return, the audience would love that. I'm guessing it has something to do with Chris and Jim, or Chris and Street, and that'd be quite interesting. The showrunner of SWAT Season 8 teases the return of the fan favourite couple. Even though SWAT Season 8 will mark a new chapter for the CBS show, there is a lot of fondness for relatively recently departed cast members Alex Russell and Lena Esco. They played Jim Street and Cristiano Alonso, respectively, with the Russell being the more recent departure from the hit action drama. He left in Season 7, and I have a little bit of theory why he left, because it was the final season. They're like, okay, let's give Jim Street a good paving off point where it's like, he's going to go do this. And they gave Deacon the return for Deacon. Luca got the sad ending, unfortunately, but that's fine. And then the others stayed with SWAT, and that our imagination should go with it. But we're getting season 8, so that anyway. In an interview with TV Line ahead of the season 8 premiere at 8 p.m. ET on Friday, October 18th, this is where the article gets a little bit sketchy for me, because I honestly think this is made up. Because it says here, in an interview with TV Line ahead of the season 8 premiere at 8 p.m. ET on Friday, October 18th, showrunner Andrew Detman addressed the possibilities of fan favourite couple Street and Alonso coming back for a wedding. Detman offered an update on Street and Alonso, talking about the hopes for them to have an on-screen wedding. So we're the 14th of August, so it's not like it's coming up. We're about 2 months off. But I'll take this as truth, because they're not going to make things up, are they? And they would have been called out if they had. But anyway, you know, I would love to do a wedding. In our minds, Street and Chris are still very much part of the SWAT family. Street and Chris are still together doing their thing. We did that little nod that they're engaged, always hoping that we would have the opportunity to follow up with a wedding. The door is open to all of the characters from the past to return in some capacity, because I think the audience would love that, and we would love that. The door is open for Luca or Street or Chris to somehow work back into some episodes. I would be thrilled about that. I'd say Street and Chris 100%. Not so much Luca, but okay. I mean, if they can make it work, they can make it work. SWAT perfectly leaves the door open for Jim Street and Chris Alonso to return. They got fitting send-offs. Esco, who portrayed Chris Alonso since the start of SWAT, left the show in part to pursue other career opportunities after 5 seasons of being on CBS. It's explained that Alonso shifts her focus to running a safe house for immigrant women, but the exit is handled amicably with references to the character and her relationship with Street. When asked about the chances of characters like Street and Chris returning, even Luca Kenny Johnson Moore has echoed that it's possible because none of the former SWAT mainstays were killed off. Street's departure from SWAT Season 7 is more of a whirlwind. He works one more final case with Hondo before moving to LA to reunite with Chris. When he asked about the chances of the characters like Street and Chris returning, even Luca, played by Kenny Johnson, Moore has echoed that it's possible because none of the former SWAT mainstays were killed off. I'd expect at least one of them to return as a surprise, but not all of them. Cast departures on network series like SWAT happen for a variety of reasons, whether because the actor wants to move on, for budgetary reasons, or because the story calls for it. Those three key reasons can often be a combination that makes an unpopular exit difficult to avoid, but at least in this case, the possibility of return remains alive and well. So, if we're actually looking at the case of Luca and Street, right, in the show, they weren't written out of the show. The show was being cancelled, so they got send-offs, right? Luca went and retired after being injured, and Jim Street went off to be in LA. The actress who plays Chris decided she wanted to leave. That's fine. A return would be great. I'd love to see a return for them. And who knows, it could happen. Maybe not this season, but possibly season 9. The fact that they're talking about it sort of gives me hope that at least one of them will. Season 8, I believe it's something like 22 episodes or something. I don't know how many episodes it has. It's going to be longer than season 7, I believe. SWAT. Have 22 episodes, supposedly. Season 8 of SWAT will have 22 episodes according to showrunner Andrew Detman. The season expected to premiere in 2024 and 2025, and air on CBS like previous seasons. The 22 run will allow for more character development and deeper story arcs while maintaining the show's momentum. Okay, that makes sense. So season 8 is going to have 22 episodes. That's good. Could we see a return? I think so. I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. Drop a like on the video, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. And as always, stay cinematic. See you later. Goodbye for now.